It is a rainy Sunday here in Houston. Not ideal for the players, but for the fans, it's perfect for playoff football. The LA Wildcats look to win the rubber match against the number 1 seed in the West, the Houston Roughnecks. The winner of this game will take on the DC Defenders in the XFL Championship next Sunday. The LA Wildcats are the hottest team in the league, winners of 6 straight entering into the playoffs. The Spruce has been loose all season long, and QB1 Josh Johnson has reaped the benefits. They will need this dynamic duo to be near perfect in order for LA to defeat Houston again. Houston has thrived off of their QB PJ Walker. Look for him to make the right plays all game to send the Roughnecks to the championship game. Will LA continue their winning ways, or will Houston claim the throne of the West? LA Wildcats, Houston Roughnecks. This is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. And we are here ready to kick off for our second game of the playoff weekend. LA Wildcats are in white, the Houston Roughnecks are in red. And with me on a special occasion, it doesn't usually happen, guys who have been watching the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network since week 6 have known that I've been calling these games solo, but today we have a special guest. He is the creative director of Onslaught Multimedia. You guys might have seen the advertisement, the sponsorship ad pop up on the halftime and post-game shows. The creative director of Onslaught Multimedia and the host of the Blast Podcast, DSP. DSP, what is going on, my brother?
Man, it is an honor to come onto this platform and see what's going on in the XFL playoffs semifinals. Whoa.
And right off the bat, PJ Walker takes it out of the gun and runs 6 yards on the first play of the game. Now, you rarely see that from PJ Walker. He's usually slinging it with ease against these XFL defenses.
Exactly.
But for some reason, they said, screw it, let's run the ball. And instead of handing it off to my man, Roman Chambers, the running back for the Roughnecks, they said, nope, we're going to let him run it. But Chambers gets it on this run. He cuts upfield, gets skinny, spins off of another man, picks up good yardage to the 42-yard line, and it is now 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks.
Great blocking from the offensive line.
But before we get into diving deep into this game,
yes, sir,
let's talk about yesterday's game on Saturday. The DC Defenders defeated the St. Louis Battlehawks 19-8, and it was pretty much a dominant win by Cardell Jones and company. The DC Defenders had to lead the entire game and held St. Louis scoreless up until the 4th quarter. It was absolutely incredible to see the Defenders play the way they've been playing all season, and despite their 6-4 record, they are now 7-4 and are awaiting the winners of this game to play in the XFL Championship next Sunday at 3 p.m.
Congratulations to the Defenders.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, Cardell Jones has been beasting all season long.
Yes.
He's had some rough weeks. He's had some good weeks. I mentioned it in their game in the first half. Since the Jones Bowl, when it was Cardell Jones against Landry Jones, that game is where DC showed that they were the team to beat in the East. They defeated Dallas and took care of business. And now Cardell Jones and company are awaiting an opponent in the championship game. They're right where they wanted to be. They sat at the number 1 seed all season, and it's well-deserved. So, like you said, congrats to them. Shotgun set for PJ Walker. They have 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. There is the snap. It is another handoff to Roman Chambers, and he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Something I like to say, none of that is happening here. 4th and 4 for the Roughnecks, and they will be punting this ball away.
They got to kick this one away. This would be pointless for them to try and convert this 1st down, 4th and 4, just get it out there.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I watch a lot of SB Nation. It's a sports blog YouTube channel, and they broke down this very good series they have on there. It's called Dorktown.
Okay.
It's a funny name.
Okay, yeah.
It's called Dorktown. If you guys have never seen it, go to SB Nation, watch Dorktown. I wish I had the guy's name who does the hosting on that series. He is a mathematician, legit.
Okay.
And he breaks down different things. He broke down the punt in football. And he broke down how the punt is usually the most useless play in football. Because usually by the time that the team starts their drive, off of the first down, they pretty much negate your whole punt altogether. That's pretty much what he was saying in there. Josh Johnson throws on the run.
Whoa.
Was that complete?
That's incomplete. He was in the air when he caught that.
That was tossed to Spruce. I mean, Spruce is an absolute savage for the LA Wildcats. I think he was pushed out of bounds. The Houston coach, they must have called it complete.
They called it complete.
They did, because the Houston coach is like, no, we're going to challenge this.
Wow. Let me see what
so we're going to see exactly what the referee is seeing in the booth here. So, I mean, great coverage by his blocking team. He had to go on the run, had that pressure up the right side. Spruce caught it, but he never got his feet in bounds. If there was a force-out rule in this league, but there isn't, that's of days past. But let's listen.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds.
So, yeah, catch was made out of bounds. That's what he said. Makes sense. Ball's out of bounds. Incomplete pass, second down.
Great call.
Great throw by Johnson to try and get rid of that ball and try to make something happen. And great effort by Spruce to even have the audacity to go up and go snatch it. But as I was saying about the punt, they said it's one of the most useless plays in football, because after the first play, it's usually negated most of the yards that you do. So smart of Johnson there to get rid of it before he got sacked to make it 3rd and 10 instead of 3rd and 16. So he said once you get to about the 45 or the 40-yard line of your opponent, you're better off going for it on 4th down and converting, depending on the distance. If it was like 4th and 6 and shorter, you were better off going for it on 4th down than you were punting it away, because you might just give them a touchback and then it's a net of 20 yards. They get a first down. All of a sudden, you're looking at them at the 30-yard line. It's a net of 10 yards. So I was like, man, that makes sense. So even when I play football video games now, if I'm on their side of the field,
you factor that in.
I factor it in. I say, you know what? I'm going. If it's like 4th and 8, I'll punt it. I'll try to coffin corner them and I'll punt it. But if it's about 4th and 4, and I think I got a play that's in the bag that is like, hey, I'm gonna try it, I'd rather go for it. And if not, I'll give them the ball at the 40 and just play good defense. So either or, it's a good situation. But I mean, now LA has punted it to Houston, and now Houston will take over. That was a good return by the punt returner Darryl Green. Didn't get much, but in the XFL Last Life Gaming Network, if you've seen, you'd never get anywhere on punt returns.
No, you don't go anywhere.
It just doesn't happen. Punt coverage is phenomenal. It's the greatest punt coverage I've seen. It's top notch. It's elite. Single back set for the Roughnecks. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. There is the snap. Holly was the topmost receiver. The ball goes deep down the field.
Great
it is complete to Corey Mustard, the tight end. Touchdown, Houston Roughnecks, and they get on the board first.
Great toss.
6-0 lead for Houston. Pending the extra point, they get on the board first in this playoff game, and that is clutch, because the team who strikes first is like the guy who gets the biggest hit in boxing. You are a combat sports fan.
Yes,
That's why I compare the comparison. The first guy to make a hit in boxing that matters gets the momentum swinging their way.
Absolutely.
So for Houston to make a strike like that, I told you, PJ's the guy to do it with his arm. He's a smaller statued quarterback, 5'11", but the man can sling. He reminds me of a different version of Russell Wilson. And he gets the job done. This is why Houston is in the position they're in. They're 8-2. They're playing LA, who's 7-3. Both teams are the top 2 records in the league. They just so happen to be on the same side. Kick is up. Kick is good. 7-0 game. And the Houston Roughnecks will be kicking this ball back to LA. What do you think you need to see out of LA in order for them to keep up with this offense that is the Roughnecks?
Well, LA has to come out the gates firing immediately, because Houston did not delay, as we just saw there. Even in the first drive, they showed us that they're ready to get it going. First play, PJ
take off
the middle.
Take off, right?
He's not playing. So LA has to come out firing. It's as simple as that.
So Spruce brings it out to about the 22-yard line, and they will start from there. That's not bad field position.
Not at all.
But what I noticed was Houston was bringing a lot of pressure. The last time LA and Houston played each other, LA came out with the win, 34-24, and Josh Johnson stood back in that pocket with ease, and he just delivered the football with no problem. Now, if you see his jersey now, look at the near the number 8. He's got a little bit of dirt. Yep. It's pouring outside. LA's not used to the rain. They're not used to rain in Southern California. It happens very rarely. There's the toss to the outside. It is complete to McBride. Get a little late. I would expect the flag there, but nonetheless, it's a 4-yard pickup, and it's 2nd and 6 for LA at their own 25-yard line.
It's the XFL, baby.
I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right on that. They're going to let him play. They're going to let him play.
XFL,
so
baby.
You got to give him that. Trey McBride, one of the top receivers for LA. There's a shot of him between Spruce and McBride. McBride is like the supporting actor. Okay. So if you've got like a Brad Pitt, he's like a give me somebody here. Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Matt Damon. Ed Norton. Yeah. He's just as good.
Club.
Ooh. Toss over the middle. I think that was to the tight end. I believe that was to Jonathan Williams. I didn't get a look. No, it's to one of the 86s. I always explain this because just in case people who are brand new watching, the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network is being powered by All Pro Football 2K8 on the Xbox 360, and I have no control over the numbers that they generate. So for the wide receivers of the LA Wildcats, there's 3 86s. So sometimes it's hard to find. What wasn't hard to find was Ryan Meyer running up the left side for a gain of 4 on that first down play, 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. So just like you said, they needed to respond. They needed to move the ball.
Absolutely.
And that's what they're doing because Houston is always infamous for getting on the board first. Very rarely does the other team get on the board before Houston.
Yes.
So, and it's just this is their foot in the bill here. And if Houston continues this, then they're going to walk away with a victory easy. Meyer is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That was Beniquez Brown, the outside linebacker for the Houston Roughnecks. Played phenomenal defense there. I mean, if you saw it, he shot right in, right around the line, and just took his man right out. And now it's a 3rd and 6. There's a shot of Beniquez Brown there as Johnson sits in the gun. Split running backs to each side of him, flank. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Spruce is the topmost receiver. There is the snap. It is
great
high.
Protection.
He has it. Good.
Oh, no, not for long.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Vaughn was in there quickly, disrupted it, and this is what I'm talking about. If Houston continues to play this way, Richard Vaughn, the defensive end for the Roughnecks, if he and the rest of his defensive line are able to disrupt Johnson, then LA is going to have a long game.
Very long game.
If you've seen the last 6 games, I mean, the last 5 games this team's played, from week 6 to week 10, they have not lost. They've looked phenomenal on offense. They put up some of the biggest points. They defeated St. Louis 33-3 one game.
I've seen that game. That's when the defense was looking immaculate.
Correct. They also defeated, again, I mentioned it earlier, Houston 34-24. So they have been playing well.
Yeah, they've been on the tear.
But right now, Houston, they're showing up with their defense, and they're saying, you know what, there's no way you're stopping us from getting to this chip. So now that Houston has played great D again, LA is now going to have to show up on defense and stop Houston from getting more points on the board.
Yeah, they have no choice at this point because if Houston goes up another touchdown, they got a long game for them.
That's right. Yeah, another throw over the middle. I believe that was let's see. I can't tell here, but I mean, look at the comparison there with the quarterbacks.
PJ 6 yards.
Yeah, PJ 66 and a touchdown, and Johnson's only got 10 yards.
10 yards.
I mean, that pass to the outside would have given him a lot more, but hey, it was a good call by the officials to not say that was a complete pass, to get it right and take care of business there. So 4-3 set for the Wildcats. They have their 3 linebackers that are shifting over to the top of your screen. I-form set. This could be a run. There is a snap. Hand off to Chambers. He breaks off with 1 tackle.
Oh,
powers forward for the first down. And that's the kind of running Roman Chambers has been doing all season. He is not one of the top running backs in the league. But when his number is called in Houston,
this is what we're going to do. Gun, split spread, 50x speed over. Stay sharp. Break.
If he didn't break that first tackle, my goodness, it would have been a loss.
It would have been a loss of yards. They might have been looking at a 3rd and long.
Absolutely.
But instead, they got a first down. And stuff like that makes it easier for PJ. So now PJ's got run support.
Absolutely.
So they've got to worry about the run. They can set up play action, and they can sit in the gun and go to work.
Good
just
protection.
like they're doing here. Good protection on this play.
Great
Throws it up to the
pass.
left. That's to Nick Holley. He tries to spin off
First
man.
down.
It takes 2 men to bring him down. First down again for the Roughnecks as he's talking it up with Owen Grant. And now Houston is making it look easy, DSP.
Yes, they are. They're looking like they're having fun.
Look at the time he had. Holly was able to drag across the field, get away from Gallion, the outside linebacker that was trying to guard him. I'm sorry, that was probably Brian. No, that was Gallion. So I don't know if you see his QBR, but that is a perfect rating. 158.3 is the highest QBR you can have in football. And right now, PJ Walker has accomplished that because he hasn't thrown an incomplete pass, and he's had a buku yards and a touchdown. There's another snap to PJ. He comes up.
Ooh, great pressure.
Sacked on the play. 2nd and 16 for the
Get rid of that thing
Roughnecks.
quicker next time.
And on that sack was the defensive end for LA. I mean, the right tackle slacked. I know you saw that there. The right tackle slacked.
Yeah.
Then all the pressure was put on Roman, who's not big enough to handle that defensive end, and that is why they got the easy sack. So here they go, 2nd and 16, shotgun set for PJ Walker, empty in the backfield. There is the snap. It's a little low, but he handles it. Gets pressure right up the gut, runs off.
Okay, there we go.
Again, he scrambles away. That man's got to slide.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to tell him to slide.
That's a bit dangerous.
Right. They need if they make it to the championship, they need him to get there.
Yes.
And they need him to win it.
Absolutely.
That man is definitely the front runner for MVP. I would say the guy right behind him. We'll let him talk here.
This kind of pickup should be no problem for
He's
us.
confident. No pickups, no problem here. He's saying on 3rd and 4, he's saying his pickup should be no problem. PJ's definitely the front runner for MVP. Behind him is very close is his own teammate Cam Phillips, but they go hand in hand. And then the QB of LA, Josh Johnson. Now he said that pickup should be no problem. He throws it to Cam Phillips, but it's only 3 yards. 4th and 1, but they might be in field goal range, and out comes the kicker for Houston to try and boot this ball up and take a 10-0 lead.
And that still is kind of tough on the LA team because they really didn't want to give Houston any points at this point.
Right, that'll make it a 2-possession game if he can. Oh, but see, the kicker came out, but they're in this formation to make it look like they're going for it. But
we know about the.
They went for it. They got him.
It worked.
Slow down.
It actually worked every time. Because you were about to say every time before.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. They never jumped, and there was always a timeout. Then the kicker would come out,
and handle business.
Wow. Look at that. It's because I'm a special guest, guys. It's because I'm a special guest, guys.
Because DSP is in the building, they wanted to make it a little exciting. They actually fell for it. Maybe because it's raining. It could be.
It could be that.
It could be PJ Walker's cadence.
Yep.
It usually never works. Never works.
Ready for this? Gun. Split spread. Weak draw.
Okay,
Let's do it.
So PJ Walker just called in the huddle. He got it from his head coach. Gun, split spread, weak draw. So it's going to be 2 running backs to each side of him. Roman Chambers, who I believe is the bottommost back here, will take the handoff on a draw play, so it'll be a delay handoff. I might be wrong. I can't really tell in this pouring rain. But I was correct on that one, and the defense was ready for it.
LA read that.
They read it with ease, stopped by the defensive tackle, Greg Cragen. Good stop there.
Oh, yeah, he was all over that.
Untouched.
Yeah.
And I mean, the next 2 guys in were Galeon and Jeff Howard, the second cornerback. So he was going nowhere on that play no matter what. Loss of 3. Now you're looking at 2nd and 13. And that man is who's got to get started.
Absolutely.
Cam Phillips, I mean, the first touchdown pass was to Corey Mustard. If they don't get Cam Phillips started, I mean, Cam Phillips last week in week 10, big hit.
Vicious.
He had almost, if I'm not mistaken, almost 300 yards receiving last week. It was absolutely insane. Wow. He ran a muff all over Seattle, but Seattle almost hung in there to defeat the Roughnecks, and it would have been their 3rd loss in a row. They started off 7-0, and that's the end of the first quarter. The Houston Roughnecks lead 7-0, and they're looking to punch it into the end zone again. But what was I saying? Houston and Seattle. I mean, Houston was 7-0. Then they ran into the red-hot Wildcats.
This is what we're gonna do. Gun. Straight to the AZ crawl. Got it.
And then they lost in a crazy finish to the Dallas Renegades.
Yes, I see.
Where Landry Jones, who I questioned a lot of his antics, especially getting rid of the ball on 4th and 4 to lose the game instead of trying to make a pass. He threw the ball out of bounds. The man went 99 yards for a crazy finish.
Near interception.
Yeah, I know it's pouring out, but some of these throws this first half have been a little crazy. I mean, good defense by Owen Grant. Owen Grant has the assignment of guarding the best wide receiver in the league, and he nearly picked it off.
Yeah.
So I think PJ's got to sail that ball up a little more, maybe because it's raining. He wasn't
a little nervous.
Right, he
Yeah.
didn't have a chance to, but, I mean, nonetheless, here
Could have
we
slipped.
are. Right, might have slipped out of his hand. You're absolutely correct.
Yes.
So here we go. The kicker is in for Houston. This will be a 46-yard field goal.
It should be an easy shot, but then again, it is raining. Anything
It's
could happen.
pouring out. I've seen guys slip and fall and not get the ball. There's the snap. There's the hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. 10-0 ball game in favor of the Roughnecks, and we're just getting started here in the second quarter. So, what have you seen so far, DSP, that has made you believe that LA can get something started here on their side?
I mean, as of right now, I haven't seen anything as of yet, but I mean, it's still early. It's only the beginning of the second quarter. Houston has come out red hot in the first quarter. And the only thing I would suggest to LA is hopefully their defense keeps them in the game. Because if their offense continues to play the way they are playing, they're going to have to rely on their defense to step it up. But look at this.
My man, Nelson Spruce, the Spruce, is getting loose.
Oh, yeah. We know about that.
Gets down to the 37-yard line, his own 37. So that's one of the best returns I've seen all season.
Yes.
I have not had a chance to see a kick return all year. Maybe I'll get one in this game. Maybe I'll get one in the championship game. What a better game to do it at than in the championship game.
Absolutely.
Where one of these two teams will face DC. No matter what, DC will be traveling to the West Coast.
We're going with triple 50X, opposite flow. Stay sharp.
He called
break.
triple 50A opposite flow. There should be a trips formation on one side. No, it's a double, 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen and the tight end there. Opposite flow, I think there's a deep post route by Spruce on the bottom of your screen, and the topmost receiver will be coming on a drag play. There is a snap. Josh Johnson is looking down the field, hits the drag man coming across. But he is met with a little bit of shoulder love. From my man Beniquez Brown. He seemed to be ready. They were sitting in the zone, and they were ready for it.
Yeah, they were.
And what I lost my train of thought after he called that. What were we talking about?
I forgot, sir.
So I forgot too. So we're just gonna scrap it. 9:22 to go in the second quarter. The LA Wildcats need to respond here. In the I-form set, I call this my 1990s football. The late handoff to Ryan Meyer.
Great defense by Houston.
I mean, this is what we've been saying all first half.
Yeah, man.
All first quarter, they've been playing well. Merrill Bruce on the stop there. I mean, what is LA going to have to do in order to get some points on the board?
I don't know. I think they got to start letting it fly, man.
Now.
Because they can't run. We just seen a few plays where they couldn't get through the offensive line. So.
LA's MO is to air it out. So to see them try to run a more balanced attack and to see the ball bounce off of the hands of guys like Brian Taylor, who have some pretty decent hands here, it's thwarting this LA team. This is probably the worst I've seen LA play all season. I'm telling you, the last time these two played, it was a shootout. So I was expecting another shootout here today. But now here we are, 4th and 7. I think this is their 4th drive, and it's the 4th time they're punting this ball away. They have nothing to show really this entire half so far. And I mean, we're about 12 minutes into the game out of the first 20 of the first half. And LA is punting the ball to Houston. And you don't want to keep punting the ball to Houston.
No.
Because they're just going to keep taking advantage.
They're going to convert every opportunity they get. They've shown us that so far.
Right. A decent return by Green to the 24-yard line.
Couldn't find an opening, could you?
I mean, LA seems to be proud of that. But there's not much for them to be proud of. So, I mean, if Houston scores here, what do you think the rest of this outcome of this game is going to be if Houston scores here?
If Houston scores here, I mean, to be honest with you, they don't even have to be too gun-ho for the rest of the game. They can just let their defense win the game for them.
Yeah, I mean,
3-possession game after if they score. I don't want to jinx LA. If Houston does score and go up by 3 touchdowns or 3 possessions, you can pretty much coast the rest of the game.
Right,
you know, I mean, LA is not really showing up on the offensive end. Houston has shown that they have their number.
Now that LA defense, led by Brett Ramirez, that's the middle linebacker, he's done some phenomenal things for his defense. They've done pretty solid all season long. but they're going up against a buzzsaw that is the Houston Roughnecks.
Absolutely.
Shotgun set for P.J. Walker. Throws it quick.
Ooh,
tipped
very
away.
dangerous.
They're throwing some gutsy balls here. I mean, these guys are just testing the waters.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to fit it in a very tiny hole in a very tight zone. So I don't know. It's very dangerous.
I find it odd that they're even attempting that because
in the rain.
Yeah, it's pouring rain out. Now, neither of these. This is the thing. It's pouring rain out. Houston and LA are not known for running the ball. And PJ takes a big hit. Gets hit by two dudes there. One being Christopher Rod. I did not see who the other one was there. I think that's Rob Gesser. So that's both defensive tackles. So that was right up the gut. And I believe.
Oh, look at that! He just blew by the
by the lineman. Yeah, both interior defensive linemen handled business there, and PJ paid for it on that one.
And that's what LA has to do.
Now I said LA plays very good defense. Their their defensive line is very well. They have some decent linebackers and a pretty good secondary. Ahmad Dixon leads that secondary of LA, so he's also the punt returner for LA. So
okay,
you'll see him here for the first time, but now it's the second quarter. It's the first time Houston's punting the ball away, and it's a decent punt. But if he can get some space, and he does get a little bit, they start off in Houston territory.
That's the way you want to start.
This is probably the best drive start for LA so far.
And this is where they want to respond.
Right. If anything, they need at least 3. If they don't get 3 here,
I agree.
Then it's going to just be demoralizing for LA once again for their offense to come out and to put up a big fat goose egg.
Yeah, they have to score here in order for the momentum to shift towards their way.
Right. Shotgun set. Both Spruce and McBride are at the top of your screen. It goes to
quick pass
to McBride on that one, and he picks up a first down. Good play. It was almost like a pitch and catch. It was a quick toss on an out route to McBride, and McBride's getting started well. I mean, like I said, I was expecting guys like Spruce and guys like Phillips by now to have damn near almost 50, 60 yards receiving.
Yeah.
But it seems to be that the defenses are keying on him, and respectfully so. The numbers that Cam Phillips has put up all season long, and especially since this coverage has come over to the Last Life Gaming Network, it's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Spruce has put up great numbers as well, but nobody's put up numbers like Cam Phillips.
Yes.
Like I said, he almost had damn near 300 yards receiving. It was incredible.
Phenomenal.
Tossed out to Meyer towards the right side. He lowers his shoulder. Gets 4 yards.
Good aggression. I like what I'm seeing from LA right now, man.
Guys are lowering the boom. They're being the hammer and not the nail, and they're trying to get points for LA. So I like the fact that LA is not showing any quit, because there's plenty of football.
Yes.
Plenty of football here. We're only 6 minutes, 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Plenty of time to at least get something in there. Inching closer and closer into field goal range. So we go shotgun set. Spruce and McBride are the bottommost receivers. Spruce is all the way at the bottom. There is a rollout. He has to get rid of it quick.
Great
It is
pass.
complete to Spruce, and Spruce knocks over the Houston kicker. Get out of the way. He's like, hey, man, get the hell out of my way. What are you doing? I'm catching footballs over here, bro. 3rd and 1 now for LA. If you're LA, what do you do on this play? Do you look to run this ball with Ryan Meyer, which has not really worked, or are you going to sling this ball again?
Play action, yes, definitely sling it.
You want to try a little play action?
Because I believe that the defensive coordinator is thinking that we're going for a run, do a little play action here, and dump it to the tight end.
They've got 8 in the box, so Houston is definitely ready for the run, and they're in an I-form set. There's a snap, handoff to Meyer. Meyer gets a good gain there before he is dropped on his back. A good pickup down to the 24-yard line, and like we were saying, this is a good drive. They started at the 49. They picked up 25 yards so far, and they're inching closer and closer to getting to at least field goal range. They're definitely in field goal range, but they want to put 6 on the board. If I'm the LA coach, we want big points. 6 points, 6 points, 6 points.
This is what they need.
Right. This is the time to do it there. Another handoff to Meyer. Meyer tries to bounce outside, and he goes backwards. Loss of 3 on the play. Tough break. I mean, Colin the Nuisance Flugents, that man has been an absolute terror on the outside of Houston's defense, and he just made sure that everybody is on notice in this playoffs. I'm here. You're not going to be able to get anything easy on my side of the ball.
You're not beating Houston on the outside.
Absolutely not. Shotgun set. It is a delayed handoff, and again, they go backwards. Houston is stepping up. It's that bend but don't break defense. The defensive tackle, Gesser, on the stop there. And now you're looking at 3rd and 17, and definitely LA's going to have to sling it. What they don't want to do right now is take a sack. If they take a sack and go back 5 more yards, now it's going to be a 53-yard field goal, and they might punt the ball away.
They'll have no choice but to punt the ball away. Try to pin him in the corner.
4 wide here for LA. There is the snap. Let's see what Josh Johnson can do. Throws it quick over the middle.
Ooh.
Incomplete pass. I think Nuisance Flugents got a hand on it, and that is great coverage. Not only does he play well sideline to sideline, but he plays good in coverage, which is why I dubbed him the Nuisance, because he's always getting in the offense's way. So out comes the kicker. Let's see if he can put up 3 and cut this to a 1-possession game.
It looked like as soon as Houston had their back up to the wall, they just
They stepped
fought
up.
back. You know,
That's right.
you can only do 2 things at that point.
Kick is up, kick is good. 10-3 ball game. That's good news for LA. If you're an LA fan, you're happy to see that you're on the board.
Like I said, they needed to do something at this point.
Right. They needed some kind of points. Like I said, 6 was definitely more appealing than 3.
Absolutely.
But the fact that you put up some points has got to be reassuring for LA.
Absolutely.
Now if they make a stop and they get another 3, or they put up 6, now you got a tie ball
Now
game.
you have a game.
And I believe LA gets the ball at half. No, Houston gets the ball at half.
I believe.
And that will be very big, so you can have some kind of momentum going into the second half. It's a couple men to bring down the kick returner on that one. Curtis Walker brings it out to the 22-yard line. PJ Walker and company are coming back out to try and get another score on the board.
I would love to see how Houston is going to respond to LA scoring 3 points here.
Yeah, I mean, again, they're still in the driver's seat.
Absolutely.
Houston is going to take their time. I know that. They might go to Chambers on this play here. There's a snap. It is a stretch play out to Chambers, and he powers forward before he is met. Whew, my God!
Leveled right there.
He met. I think that's Eddie Blackwell, the strong safety on that one. And when he's not the strong safety, he's the strong safety. You got to put a K in there when you hit dudes like that.
Absolutely.
He is the strong safety, and he put him on his cheeks, but he still gained 4 yards, so you can't take that away from him. 2nd and 6 for Houston. I-form set. Nick Holley is the bottom receiver on your screen. There's the snap. It goes out to Cam Phillips this time on the out route, but LA is on it. Now that is what I've noticed. LA has made it good that Phillips does not get loose. Usually Phillips either is catching a ball deep and he's taking off, people can't catch him, or he catches one of those plays and he takes off up the sideline, but Ahmad Dixon is on his side of the ball and he's not allowing that to happen. And there's a shot of Dixon there, one of the top safeties in the league. But, I mean, it looks like they're ready for the run here, and I think that's what? It's 9 in the box, handoff to Chambers, and he only picks up 1.
Only 1 yard.
Good deep, and there he is again, Eddie Blackwell. He's got Chambers' number on this drive, and you got to believe that Houston's going to punt this ball away here.
They're on their own 31. They have
We
no
gotta
choice.
hold him here. You heard the man.
The team LA just put up 3 points. They don't really want to give them another opportunity to score so soon.
Absolutely. you got to believe that. And so with Terry Bowman punting the ball away, he is punting it to Ahmad Dixon. Let's see if he can make some room here. Gets some good blocks. Spin move.
Oh, wait a
Nice. Listen, maybe because it's the playoffs, these are some of the best returns, kicking and punt-wise, that I've seen.
That's a fact.
So if LA can continue to be good on special teams, that might be a big factor in the game, because there's 3 aspects of the game: offense, defense, special teams.
Yep.
If you can win on defense and special teams, you might just beat out a good offense. So far, it's 10-3, but LA's got to do something on this drive to keep hope alive, pretty much. Quick drop back, he swings it out to Meyer. Spin move, great move, tries to juke away. Benitez Brown was the one who got shook up, but he made it up and tackled him at midfield, but it's still a gain of 7, 2nd and 3 for the LA Wildcats. What a move there, huh?
Yeah, that was a great move.
I wasn't expecting him to just bust a spin. Benitez Brown is probably one of the better linebackers in this league, along with Ramirez. And I say he's the toughest linebacker in the league. This guy in Tampa Bay named by Dan Butler.
Okay.
They said he broke his nose. The diagnosis was his nose was broken. and he was going to be out for a week. Good stop on Houston there. They're lucky that they got back to the line of scrimmage. They said Dan Butler broke his nose, out 4 weeks. I said, man, that's a tough break. He's going to be out for a while. Next quarter, Dan Butler's in the game.
What the heck?
Toughest linebacker in the league. Dan
That's
Butler
insane.
is an absolute beast. His season's over. Tampa Bay went 4-6. Their season is over, but still a great season nonetheless. Because at one point they were 1-6. Josh Johnson got to get rid of the football. He is slow to get up. And he looks like he might have been clutching his knee there.
Looks like he got clobbered.
I mean, Vaughn in there again. I think that's the second sack of the day. And he hit him low, man. He didn't see it either.
No, that came out of nowhere.
They're at the 2-minute warning. This gives them a little bit of a break. Maybe Johnson can go over to the sideline and take a break before he has to come back out here. I mean,
That was a crazy hit.
that was a nasty hit. I was not expecting him to even. Usually he senses it and he's out of there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now it's 4th and 6, and now they got to get rid of the ball again. But see, this is what I was talking about. They're at their side of the field. It kind of makes sense to punt the ball away because you can try and cough a corner. And you can play a little bit of hashtag FPF, field position football.
Yep.
Oh, shook out of
great
his
move.
shoes. He picks up about 4, but it's got to be because you're here.
Yeah, it's got to be. Man.
Because when I'm here,
It's nothing like
these
this.
guys don't
Trust me,
show out.
I watch too.
They're just like, you know what? It's Bravo 33. We've seen them all. We're not going to show them anything extra. They're like, oh, wait, there's a guest in the house. Now it's time to put on my best clothes. I got to show out and time to put on my best moves. I mean, this is the only reason why these punt returns are crazy right now. So under 2 minutes to go. Let's see if they can run a 2-minute offense successfully. But they hand the ball off to Roman Chambers. Now, there's only 1 or 2 reasons you do that. You're telling them, screw this quarter. We're all set. Or let's get this out of this because we're deep in our territory and we're just going to punt this ball back and let's punt it back to them with at least little amount of time left.
Yeah.
Again, hashtag FPF.
Yeah, I believe that's what they're doing as well.
I mean, it's uncharacteristic of Houston, and I hate saying that word, uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's the jinx word for Houston. Every time I say they playing uncharacteristic, they lose.
Oh, okay.
Except against Seattle. I said it, and they beat Seattle.
Okay.
But that game was close. I think it was like a 6-point game or something like that. And Seattle, if I'm not mistaken, is the worst team in the league, sitting at 1-9.
Oh, wow.
And with Houston being the best team in the league with the best record, you wonder, like, man, how did Seattle hang with them? But that's the beauty of the XFL, man. Every guy, every team has a chance every day, and they play. And that
Great toss.
complete. Is that to Cam Phillips? Of course it's to Cam Phillips. First down completion. That's the biggest gain for Cam Phillips today. And that's huge.
Maybe that's where he needs to get started.
Right, because Cam hasn't really done much. I mean, easy post pattern, loses Grant, gets the space. PJ throws a dart right over the hand of Ahmad Dixon, but it takes Grant and Blackwell to bring down Cam. If Cam broke away from one of those guys,
that would have been
6 easily. And,
absolutely.
and it'd be a 17-3 game going into halftime, and Houston would get the ball back.
Yeah, and it would have been perfect for Houston because it would have been exactly what they needed at the right time. And like you said, they would have gotten the ball right back to do the same thing again.
Right. Holly is the slot receiver here. There is the snap. Phillips finds a man open down the sideline. He's down to the 20.
He is
10,
moving.
5. Almost in the end zone. Down at the 1.
He had the angle.
He had the angle on him. He had the angle.
Cam Phillips.
Now, see Ahmad Dixon with the touchdown-saving tackle there. Usually, if it wasn't Ahmad Dixon, it'd be 6.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he scored. I don't know how that pylon didn't fall over.
Yeah, I don't think he scored.
It looks like to me he almost fell on that pylon.
Yeah, it looked like the ball got over to me.
So all they've got to do is punch this one in, and they have a 17-3 game. And that's, like I said, we were just saying, it's big before the half to have something like that happen.
Yeah.
I mean, here they are, 1st and goal at the 1. Let's see what happens here. Deep drop back. They go over the middle. It is incomplete. It looks like he caught it. It was to Mustard again. He looks like he caught it, but it was out of bounds, or it was just an incomplete pass. It's tough to see in this rain a little, but
yeah, it's a bit foggy.
Yeah, so it's raining here in Houston. There's nothing we can do about it. But both of these teams have been playing well, and it's the XFL playoffs, and these guys know it's win or go home. There is no series. There is nothing else. Today. It's now or never. So let's see what they do here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal at the 1. They're rolling out left, and he has no time under pressure, sacked. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 10.
And I hope I didn't hurt you. I know quarterbacks are kind of soft and all.
That's pretty strange that they try to do a rollout at that position right there.
It's weird. I don't know. That play call was out. Let's hear this.
Trey 50 clear drag. All out here.
They're calling Trey 50 clear drag. So they're going to be in a shotgun set. I mean, I guess now they have to, but if he hits the drag route, it's going to be too short. It's not going to be in the end zone. I mean, there goes the trips formation. It'll be the drag route from the topmost receiver coming across. I'm sorry, it's the bottom. I'm sorry, this bottom receiver. And that's who he hits. He shoots away. I think that's one of the 3rd or 4th receivers, but now that's a timeout. And now you're only getting 3.
Yeah.
They were 1 yard away from pay dirt, from taking a 14-point, straight up 2-score lead. Now, I mean, this is a chip shot, so this should go in 22 yards. Now they're looking at only a 10-point game.
No points here.
It was a weird call. They should have just handed it off. In my opinion, they should have just handed it off at the 1 yard line and got to 7 points. Or
hand the ball off to Chambers. Let Chambers do the work. Chambers clearly showed he's got the strength to knock a few guys on their butts. So let him do it. It's almost like Marshawn Lynch and the Seahawks against the Patriots.
Oh, my God.
Give the ball to beast mode, but no. What can you do? There's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. 13-3 game, and Houston is in cruise control right now, you could say.
Yeah.
Because they're up 10, and they've been playing so good of defense in the first half that LA's only have 3 points. I've never seen LA with just 3 points in the first half.
I can agree with you.
Usually they have at least a few field goals, 10 points.
Yeah, 10,
14, 17. The fact that it's 13-3, that means Houston is playing the greatest defense that they've played all season. And you know defense wins championships.
Indeed.
There's the kickoff. Spruce will take it at the 4-yard line. He gets a decent return on that. Got some space. Gets out to the 36-yard line. Now, with a return like that, you've got to strike downfield. You've got 3 timeouts. You got 18 seconds. You get a strike downfield. You have a chance to not tie the game, but at least to get 3 before the half is over.
Get the ball to Spruce immediately.
Right.
Let him get loose.
Spruce just sprung loose on that one and got you damn near to almost the 40-yard line. Give him the damn ball again.
Yeah, man.
I haven't seen Spruce get busy at all. Phillips finally got started for Houston, and they got 3 out of it.
Yes.
So maybe if they can get, like I said, they've been keying on him, but it looks like they're going to run the ball here. I mean, this is a run formation. It's a handoff to Meyer.
Ooh.
He's stopped in the backfield. Meyer has not been able to do anything all game.
Not against
all
Houston.
half.
Not against Houston.
Not against Houston. And now, look, you're running the ball. Now you're just saying, screw this drive.
Yeah.
We're going to go to half.
They're just.
But why are you calling time? Sometimes, DSP.
Huh?
I am so confused sometimes by these coaches. And, of course, they show them on the screen now. Sometimes they make some of the most boneheaded decisions when it comes to clock management. But all I can do is sit here like some of these LA fans and some of these Houston fans and a lot of the DC fans, because the DC coach sometimes has the worst clock management of all. But now they're probably going to try and do a Hail Mary. Let's see what they come out in.
See what they do.
Of course, it's
there it is.
formation, top of your screen. They kind of have an advantage there because it looks like Houston's in a zone. They only got 2 D-backs back there. But now Johnson runs on a draw, and that's the half.
Okay. LA with the bizarre first half.
They've had a weird half to begin with. They haven't played like themselves, and they've had a chance to end off the quarter on a high note, and now they find themselves down 13-3. So we will be back with the second half of the XFL playoffs, but in the meantime, please enjoy this halftime show brought to you by Onslaught Multimedia, the creators of the Blast podcast. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still here with our special guest, DSP. What did you think of this first half?
I mean, the first half, Houston came out firing on all cylinders, although they made one bad call, in my opinion, right before the second half. Well, right before we went into halftime, they gave up a touchdown, in my opinion.
They had a chance. Yeah, they had a chance there.
So, I mean, other than that, they've been looking great in the first half. Their defense couldn't be beat outside. LA only got 3 points.
Right, and we were saying Houston got the ball at half. We were mistaken.
Oh, yes, we were.
LA got the ball at half. So LA had countless chances to get points before the half and have some momentum going into the second half. And here they are with the ball, still down 10. So it's tough. But before we get into that, let's get into the fact that
front. We're using gun, split spread, 50x speed over. Focus on this one.
First and 10.
Let's talk about the fact that LA only has 43 yards of total offense. One of the most explosive offenses in the league. The LA Wildcats only have 43 total yards of offense, and their tight end just took a big hit over the middle, and it's another incomplete pass.
For a team like LA to just only have 43 total yards of offense in the first half of football is kind of sad, especially in the playoffs.
Right. I mean, this is the time where you got to show up, and I think right now this is where it's starting to settle in that they had jitters in the first half. They could not get the ball started again. Like I said, they're playing in the rain. It barely rains in Southern California.
Yeah.
They had one game where it rained and they played well. They picked up the win.
Oh.
Wrong rollout call. And he holds on for the ball too long. That is a sack for Gesser.
Quarterback sack. You order me, and I'm the line.
And now look, it's third and a mile. 3rd and 17. And
everybody ready? It's gonna be straight open 50XA post. Got it?
so he called a straight open 50 XA post. If I'm not mistaken, that's an empty back set. Yes, it's an empty back set. I've been watching too many XFL games. Empty back set, 4 wide. I think the top receiver, which is Spruce, will be running the deep post pattern. He goes the other way to McBride. Great one-hand snag. 1st and 10. Now, usually when we talk about Spruce by now, but Trey McBride, we called him, who do we call him as a supporting actor? Edward Norton.
Matt Damon.
Edward Norton, is Edward Norton, I'm trying to think who a role Edward Norton did.
He was Incredible Hulk.
He was Incredible Hulk, but I'm thinking of who was the guy in Inception? It was DiCaprio. But then there was another young guy that I feel like he's in every other movie.
Gordon-Levitt.
That's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt of the Wildcats.
Yeah.
It makes sense. We're talking Hollywood and we're talking about the Wildcats.
Oof.
Johnson could not get away from the pressure.
You cannot beat Houston on the outside.
That is another sack. That time it was by the defensive end.
Yeah.
And that's tough when your right tackle has to bail out on you. You got to get rid of the ball quicker than that. That's just number one. If you're going to be running the outside, get rid of the football and get the ball downfield for an incomplete pass instead of taking 3 yards on the loss. So here they are, 2nd and 13 at their own 38. Still in prime position to get a first down here, but they're going to have to do better. There is the snap. It's a delayed handoff.
Oh, my goodness. Houston is devouring LA's offense.
This is Houston's game right now.
Yes.
I mean, just look. I mean, Flugents has been playing well. The defensive line has showed up. The secondary has almost put a stop to Spruce, really. Spruce hasn't really been able to do anything besides on special teams. And now Cam Phillips got started in the second quarter late. Lord knows what's going to happen once Houston gets this ball again. There's a snap. Johnson's got some time, and he is sacked from behind again. And Johnson is once again slow. Something tells me, remember that hit that Johnson took from behind low?
Yes.
I think since then he's been performing worse. Maybe he's got an injury that has not told the coaches, or that they know and they said, you know what? He said, Coach, keep me in. I'm going to finish this game.
It's the playoffs, man.
It's the playoffs, but right now he is hindering his squad.
That's a fact.
There's a backup quarterback in Mark Blake that's sitting there waiting to play. But I understand it's the playoffs and you got to have your best players out there. speaking of best players, out comes Walker, running out there with Cam Phillips. Lord knows what's going to go on in this drive. They get the ball pretty much on what was a 3 and out, and
we're right where we want to be in this game. Let's keep plugging away.
Houston will have all the time in the world to take their time and make this an effective drive and a long-standing drive. Now, I didn't mention P.J. Walker's stat line for halftime. Before he gets started, he had 173 yards passing and a touchdown. 1 passing touchdown to Corey Mustard, which is pretty much a typical P.J. Walker day. He swings it to the outside to his fullback. That was to Joe Darsh. Joe Darsh makes a great grab, but he did like a sideline toe drag swag for nothing.
No yardage.
It's like great catch, but okay.
We appreciate the dramatics, but we want progress.
What do they call that in basketball? Like $1 million handles, 10-cent finish?
10-cent finish.
Something like that. That's exactly. Shotgun set for P.J. Walker.
Ooh,
Spin move, but nowhere to go. And now, I mean, like I said, LA's been playing good defensively.
I mean, LA has to step it
Pretty
up
much the
now
whole
because
10 yards in front of us
now
here.
there's only
Piece of cake,
so
man.
much time left, and if they do want to make it to the championship, now is the time they have to step on the gas.
They have to. I mean, it's dire at this point. Like I said, the defense has been playing well. They've played good enough to keep their team in it. And as I say that, they pick up a great gain there. It's Cam Phillips, 7 catches, 125 yards. Now that is not what you want to see if you're an LA fan. Is P.J. Walker playing catch with Cam Phillips?
That's the last thing teams want to see.
Great throw, and that was in the double coverage, but he fit it in a window, only where Cam could get it, and he gets past the logo. 13-3 game. They're at the LA 43. They're in prime position to get a score here. Now, this is that part of the field I was talking about in the first half about punting.
Yes.
Where if everything doesn't go your way and you're still here. And, that was caught.
Great grab.
P.J. Walker makes some of the most incredible throws for this team. That one was to Curtis Walker on the sideline, and I thought it was going to be knocked away.
Houston is looking like they're running the West Coast offense out there.
Right, a little bit of dink and dunk, a little bit of quick movement, and I mean, look at them now. It's now 2nd and 6, and this is Houston football. Sit back there, air it out. Let's toss this ball. That's the same way LA plays, but they've had so much pressure from Houston, they haven't been able to get the ball rolling. All right, there is the snap. It is a quick drop back, pump fake, thrown over the middle, incomplete. 3rd and 6 for the Roughnecks. It was intended for, I think that's the backup tight end. Yep, Sheldon Hilton. He had a chance at it, but incomplete pass nonetheless.
Get your hands on it. You got to catch it.
Catch the damn ball.
That's what you get paid for.
Right? I say it every week. Get your hands on it. Catch the damn ball. Just over 5 minutes to go in this quarter, and Houston is in the shotgun set. LA looks ready for the pass. They're smart enough to know that. They dump it short. Corey Mustard gets mad at the line. Nowhere to go. 4th and 5. So now, first, before I say anything else, look at that stat line. Josh Johnson, I don't think, has ever played this poorly. I'm telling you, that man has to be playing hurt. That is my theory. Josh Johnson has some kind of ailment right now from that hit, and he hasn't given up on the game yet. The fact that he only has 56 yards this late in the game, Houston's playing really good D, but he also has to be hurt. I have to believe that.
Yeah, that's puzzling.
But as I was saying, this is the part of the field, 4th and 5 at your own 37. I'm going to go for it. Unless you can pin them, and they might actually do it here. There's the bounce. Ball stopped. Oh, I mean, great. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's beautiful.
Very rarely does that happen. Bowman's a great punter in this league. Bowman suits up for multiple teams. I think I think he actually plays for both sides here. Let's see. Bowman is a punter for both teams here. So this is one of the theories I have. Bowman suits up, right? Suits up for got both teams, right? He's got 2 jerseys. He punts. He runs to the other sideline, throws on the other jersey. When they need a punter, he punts. Runs to the other sideline, throws on a jersey.
That's funny.
Very scarce for punters in the XFL Last Life Gaming Network. But Johnson is now starting at the 1-yard line with his Wildcats. There is a snap. Counter play to Meyer. Good run there. First down. Pick up. I think they countered the aggression with that counter play. That was a smart play because they set it up where it was an offset eye to the left side, and it was a counter to that left to get them started, and they ran all right. I mean, look at those guys going the wrong way. Great blocks, and he had plenty of space. I think he picked up 12 on that play, and here they are now, 1st and 10 with a little bit of room.
Let's see what Houston's gonna do on this
1st and 10.
defensive side here.
Yeah, they've got to. They definitely. If you said, like you said, if there is any time, they've got to do it now. Now's the time because, like I said, they're running out of time to make anything happen. Toss to the right side, a little off kilter. McBride still makes the grab, and a good grab by McBride. He made a great effort to catch the football, but he only got 2 yards. He was falling out of bounds. A lot of passes by Johnson on the sideline today, and they've just been wayward. They haven't been really pretty pinpoint accurate like he normally does.
It's as if LA doesn't notice that they can't beat Houston on the outside.
Right. I mean, here we go. Switch formation. Maybe they can make something happen here. It's a draw play, and my goodness, what was that? The 2 yards they gained. I think they were being generous there. I feel like they lost more than 2 yards.
Yeah, that looks more than like it was 2 yards.
We can't stop them, man. We got problems.
And the way Houston has been playing defense today, you got to believe this next quarter is just going to be academic, and Houston's just going to continue their winning ways and go right into the championship against DC.
I mean, that seems ideal. I mean, the way escapes.
He's got to get out of there. He's got to get rid of the ball.
He's holding the ball for way too. Finds an open man
over the middle.
Great
yardage. And that's a first down for LA. Great play there.
I mean, that was a great play by LA. I was not expecting that. I seen that he was holding the ball for too long. I thought he was going to get caught up out there or at least throw an interception, but he found an open man.
And that's good play by Johnson because that's great escapability there by him. He's got the ability to do it. He doesn't do it much because usually he's firing and getting rid of that football. But I mean, the pressure that he's been getting today, you've got to believe that he's got to start doing that more often if they want to put up any points on this board.
And they at least want to make it a game.
Yeah, I mean, of course, because right now they're only down 10, which is the crazy part.
Plenty of football with that. Great pass.
Now McBride has 6 catches on 6 targets. McBride has been the star of today, which is nice because McBride is, like I said, usually the supporting
get somebody
cast.
else. This man can't cover me.
Oh, he's talking a whole lot of smack.
Okay.
He told the LA coach to get somebody else because this man can't cover me.
Okay.
When you got 6 catches for over 50 yards in the game, I guess you can talk that smack.
Oh, you mean he told the Houston coach?
He told the Houston coach that.
Okay.
So, offset eye here. This is going on a toss play to Meyer.
Shoulder lock.
Did you see the water fly off of him on that hit? That was a big hit. Good stop there by Casey Walker.
That was an amazing hit right there.
He's one of the better corners in this league, who comes up and is not afraid to make a play. Obviously. He smacked the water, the sweat, the tears,
all
the
that.
snot
We've seen all that.
out of Meyer. If Meyer gets this ball again, I'll be surprised.
I believe this is going to be for.
Yeah, they've got to sling it here. 3rd and 4. It's a draw play.
What are they thinking? I mean, they must know that their line cannot hold Houston like that.
I don't. Maybe the LA like I said, man.
Oh, he came in untouched.
The Josh Johnson has to be hurt.
He's got
some of these play calls.
Oh my gosh.
Just seem boneheaded. It's 3rd and 4. You need to get a first down. Your running back has been running like crap all game, but you're gonna expect them to try and pick up 4 yards when Houston has been playing absolutely insane on defense. And he's hit. LA returns the favor. I think that's the backup running back there.
Okay.
On the hit. So he's mad. Maybe he's mad like, yo, put me in the game, coach, because the starter ain't playing well. I'm gonna show you on special teams what I'm about. So he gave him a little bit of shoulder love. Tough break for Dower Green, but good field position for Houston once again. Let's see if they can even put up 6 or maybe another 3 here to make it a 13-point game. I-form set. Phillips is the lone receiver at the bottom of your screen. There is the snap. He swings it out right. That one's to Joe Darsh. He powers forward for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Houston Roughnecks. And Joe Darsh, who usually doesn't get the football much. I think he has 1 touchdown reception all season. Gets the ball there and makes the best of it. but they already know who the star of the show is. I mean, look, they're showing Cam Phillips, who's running out to the top of your screen. It's another I-form set. This forces LA to play close. They have 7 in the box with that one safety that's up a little. It's a hand off to Chambers.
Oh, great run.
Spin move hit by Dixon from behind. First down nonetheless. 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks. And
keep that clock running.
right. While LA has been floundering, Houston has been prevailing. And it's not big yards, but again, any yardage from the running back for Houston is great for run support because all Houston wants to do is step on back and sling the football.
Yeah, it keeps the pressure off of their quarterback.
Oh, one-hand grab again. I think that one was to Holly. And Holly was securing the ball. He was running up the field, picks up a first down to end off the 3rd quarter. And he's over on the LA sideline. He needs to get out of there. Yeah. He's the only one over there. He's going to get handled quickly, attrediently. But again, another catch, great catch by Holly. He doesn't have much today. He's the supporting actor to Cam Phillips. But Phillips has been doing his job, so Holly hasn't really seen the ball much. But that'll do it for the 3rd. Throw those 4s up.
Put the 4s up, family.
Throw them up, throw them up, throw them up. It's a 13-3 ball game. Houston is up, and they are 10 minutes away from meeting DC in the championship game. I mean, a lot of guys in the chat called it. There's guys that show up every week, and they were saying, man, it's going to be Houston and DC. I said it was going to be LA and DC because the way LA was playing all season, I hadn't seen them lose since they came on the Last Life Gaming Network. So I said, they're going to keep winning. But they ran into Houston.
Oh, man.
And here they are. They're down 10, and they're running out of time. And it's another toss.
Wait, is that a grab?
That's a catch. Woo. Come on, you know who it is. It's Cam Phillips.
Oh, that's Cam Phillips.
It's the Cam Phillips toe drag swag.
Yes.
4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 for the Houston Roughnecks.
I mean, it's like he just needed that one catch to pretty much take off. And
right.
He hasn't looked back since. I mean, great game from Cam Phillips. And P.J. Walker, too. Can't deny that.
P.J.'s been playing like an absolute dog all game. He hasn't slacked off at all. I mean, even to start off the game, they ran with him. I kind of froze there because I was like, oh, man, if he catches this, Corey Mustard's off to the races. Good hit by Dixon to knock the ball loose. And here we are, 3rd and 6. They're just outside of field goal range. If they were to try and kick a field goal from here, it'd be 57 yards. I don't think their kicker can handle that.
We need to stop. Hype it up. Hype it up.
But if they get a little closer or even pick up the first down, that's even better news. I mean, the kicker's going to have to plant his feet in what looks like a whole lot of mud and muck in that middle of the field.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, look at how Houston comes out. They're in a 4-wide set. There is the snap. Walker drops back, looking over to the left side of the field. It is complete. To who? To who? Surprise, surprise.
Pass. Great catch.
Cam Phillips.
Great protection.
I mean, I don't know if you saw the stat line, but PJ's going off.
Wow.
And this is not what LA needed in this half, let alone this quarter.
This game.
Right, this game period. I mean, Houston they perfected their game plan. They said we're going to shut down Johnson, and that's what they did.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Snap, toss play to Chambers.
Great
up.
Play.
Gain of 6. Like I said,
the play calling of Houston is just pristine.
Right. Chambers doesn't get a lot of yards, but the great run support so far.
Yes.
And the most important thing is that clock's ticking.
Yep.
The quicker this clock ticks, the quicker Houston gets to the championship game, the quicker they'll face the DC defenders. Okay, so now we have 2 wide at the top of your screen, single back set. Holly is the bottom receiver. A man jumped offside. Chambers got skinny. Penalty on the play. Let's see what it is.
Definitely offsides.
Offsides, number 94. Defense. Saw the opportunity. First down.
So you are right. That's offsides on the defensive tackle, Chris Farrat. He looks a little angry. He's like, come on, man. I didn't really jump offsides, but if I saw it correctly, that man
was way offsides.
Man, half of his body was across the line of scrimmage. So you got caught, buddy.
Way offside.
Let's keep doing what we're doing.
From the Cougars.
Okay, you hear PJ.
PJ's got all the confidence in the world. He's oozing it. I mean, I don't blame him. Top team in the league.
Top receiver.
Top receiver in the league. Oh, high snap, but it gets to Chambers. Chambers gets a couple.
What they need.
But look, I mean, they're getting closer and closer, and if they get field goal range, if they pick up a field goal here, It's a 16-3 game. I'm like I said, everybody wants 6, but just being realistic here, they don't really need to score any more points. It seems like they just need to keep playing the defense they're playing, and they're going to win this game.
It seems like LA doesn't have an answer for Houston's defense.
Right, but here they are, empty back formation, nothing but receivers in this game, and PJ is under center. There is a snap. He is looking over to the right side. It is caught by Holly. Holly can turn it upfield. Nonetheless, still a great catch. And
all he had to do was stay in bounds and run upfield. That would have been 6.
That comparison is nuts.
Yeah.
252 to 93. It is the fourth quarter, DSP.
Yeah, man.
This isn't halftime. PJ Walker isn't having a crazy half.
He just had a great game all out, man.
Johnson is having a terrible game. I'm telling you.
And you know what? I have to give it to Houston as well. Houston's defense?
Oh, incredible. When you're playing LA and it's caught, but he still gets into the end zone.
Wow, what a play. Who was that?
That's Cam. I know for a fact that's Cam Phillips. Nobody.
Did you guys see that?
Nobody will make a play like that other than Cam Phillips.
Wow.
To catch the ball coming out of the end zone, turn upfield, and still get in. That's all Cam Phillips on that play. Straight individual effort. Look, great grab, then cuts it right back upfield. Says, "Get off of me,
Grant."
Grant."
Strength.
Gets an easy 6 on that one. That was like a good comeback route, a very good catch, and great individual effort to get into the end zone. Pending this extra point, I think it's over, man.
I mean, LA
20-3 ball game.
LA definitely did not want that to happen.
Not at all.
That's the last thing. I mean,
Yep, there's a snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. Good. 20-3 game, man. They are, and it's like, if this is the team that's going to be in the championship game next week, there is no neutral field in the XFL.
nuts. Either you're home or you're away.
You get home field advantage. Houston has the #1 record in the league. It was almost a tie. If Seattle was to knock off Houston, it would have been a tie game. There would have been some head-to-head differences that they would have had to deal with. LA might have been playing at home. So that Houston win over Seattle was huge. Because here they are at home. They're up 20-3. And guess what? They win this game, which it looks like they will, but there's plenty of time left.
It's still time.
If they win this game, Houston will then play the Defenders in Houston again next Sunday. So, like I said, there's no neutral field. Home field advantage gives you playoffs. Both games. So Houston will host the championship game if everything goes right here. Swing out to Meyer.
No, that's not going to work against Houston. We've been seeing that all game.
Beniquez Brown, I'll tell you, Beniquez Brown and Colin the Nusich Flugents are two of the best backers in this league, and these guys continue to look like studs.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling good now.
I don't know why LA still tries to beat Houston on the outside. It hasn't worked all game.
That is LA's MO. They like to work the sidelines and the corners, but it hasn't worked. Counterplay to Meyer. Meyer goes nowhere. 3rd and 12. And now, I'm telling you, now they're not only playing Houston, they're playing the clock.
There's your guy.
Colin the Nuisance Flugents. That man there, you gotta love his effort on defense every play.
I mean, Houston just came out firing on all cylinders. Offense, defense. It's like they knew, hey, this is our game. We got to win this game so we get to the game that we want to win for sure.
Incomplete pass.
That could have been major for them right there.
And here we are, 4th and 12. I'm gonna say it, man. I'm gonna say it. LA has left the game. Has left the chat. They rage quit. It's 20-3.
Oh, look at that.
It's ball game, man. I mean, on the replay makes it worse. And the replay pretty much explains LA's game today.
Yeah.
They have the chances. They have the chances, but their own mistakes have caused them to be in the position they're in. Whether it be poor offensive line play, where Josh Johnson's getting hit too much. I believe Josh Johnson is injured. Something happened where it tweaked his leg or something like that. And since then,
he wasn't the same. He wasn't maneuvering in the pocket like he normally does.
Exactly. But it's only theory. Houston has the ball with just under 6 minutes to go at their own 44-yard line. And I expect them to put up more points on the board. I'd be shocked if they don't.
I don't see the reason they couldn't.
I mean, again, 6 minutes, plenty of time. Now, I mean, maybe only reason I would think is they're just trying to run this ball out and get this game over with and get one step closer to the championship game.
Which would still make sense. You know, I mean, you're up 20-3.
Right. But they're passing, and he gets wrestled back to the 41-yard line. There goes that linebacker, Brett Ramirez. That's his first sack of the day. Brett Ramirez is a little pissed off. He probably heard us up here like, man, this game ain't over. We still playing.
And that was a weak block. We I don't know if you saw that, but that was probably
he barely touched him. Look at him. He went.
One of the this isn't ballet. Like this is football. What's going on?
He gave him a little shoulder tap.
Like what the heck was that?
Go ahead.
Like aren't you trying to protect your quarterback?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Shotgun set for P.J. Walker. Got the running backs flanked to each side of him. There is the snap. He drops back, looking downfield. Plenty of time. It goes to Cam.
That's cool.
But that's incomplete pass.
Wow.
3rd and 14. But if you know Houston like I know Houston, they will be able to pick this up without a problem.
Yeah, I've
Get
seen
the
it
ball
a
to
few
Cam.
times. Yeah, I've seen it a few times.
So
I've definitely seen it a few times.
Let's see what they do here. Shotgun set, trips formation, top of your screen. LA is ready for the pass. 5:24 left in this game. There's the snap. It is low. PJ throws it out to the left. It goes to Cam. Takes his shoulder with no issues. Doesn't get enough, so they're going to punt this ball away because they're only at their own 40.
Yeah. I mean, they might try to pin him in the corner again like they did last time. I mean, they did a great job.
They can do it. We're coffin corner again, and that's what you're playing. A little bit of hashtag FPF, some field position football. Say it with me now. Hashtag FPF, field position football.
Field position football, guys. Come on, man. You got to love that.
Oh, yeah, Leonard. I'm coming.
All right, Bowman is the punter. He will be kicking it off to Dixon. There is the punt. Oh, yeah, they're making sure they get every bit of it.
Uh-oh.
Dixon runs and gets pretty much nowhere down to the 22-yard line. Now, I know we said it before, but now's the time, LA. You've got to score. You've got to get points.
You have to do something because you guys been on the ropes the entire fight. Now is the time to swing back and hopefully you get a lucky punch and put the guy to sleep. But,
I mean, look at it. They're just, it's 20-3. They're under, it's 5 minutes left. They gotta strike fast.
Yeah, no running. Oh, great play!
There it is. Almost
amazing defense.
That was great defense. I thought he was going to catch him in stride, but I believe that was Coy Dame on the coverage.
He had him beat.
But that effort to dive, stretch out, and get his hands on the football disrupted everything.
We need to pick it up.
That was a great play.
I need some help, man. I can't do it by myself.
And for the first time all season, I've heard the Wildcats huddle in an argument.
That was rare. You rarely saw that during the season.
Usually Seattle I'd see. Who else? Dallas, they'd be calling each other out. But to see LA calling each other out is just eye-opening. A good pass to my man, the Spruce is loose.
Oh, they're in a hurry up.
And yeah, I mean, they have to be. They have to be at this point because they're just running out of time. There's a snap to Johnson. He's got to step up and make a throw. There it is, deep to the right side. Nearly picked off. 2nd and 10.
Great defense by Green.
Yeah, Green played some good D there. And now LA is just running out of time even more here. I mean, before you know it, it'll be the 2-minute warning, and it'll still be 20-3. That's just good defense by Green there.
Yeah, man, it was great defense by Green. I mean, if he didn't do that, that could have been a touchdown or great first down.
Right.
20-3, Houston up big.
Yeah, I mean, this game. I'm at loss for words. I don't know what to say offensively for Houston anymore. I mean, for LA anymore because they haven't really done anything. Another incomplete pass. Cruz gets rocked for his trouble. Good defense by Colston Settles.
That was a dangerous pass to make anyway.
And here we go, 3rd and 10 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game.
Has Spruce done anything in this game? Other than the special teams play?
Not much. And it's sad because, like I said, I did not coin the term the Spruce is loose for no reason. Spruce has been getting loose all season long, but for some reason today, it has not been his game. And just when I say that, pass complete to Nelson Spruce. First and 10 for LA. And
right on cue.
right, it's like we wrote this stuff up or something. Snap for Johnson. He goes over the middle
Great
again.
defense. Oh!
Caught on the tip. Caught on the tip, and it's another first down. I think that one
What
went
a
to Jonathan
sequence.
Williams. Yeah, that was crazy. It was almost on some immaculate reception stuff. Another snap, throws it over the middle once
Okay.
again.
What was this, LA?
Another complete pass, and I wish this LA showed up, I would say about 15 minutes ago,
Yeah, I mean,
early in the third quarter, because that's when they needed him the most to get some points. And
look at this. This
Look
is
at
a
them.
totally different team we're watching right now.
It's like they have a sense of urgency. Spruce with a deep pattern there, and he gets the catch. They're down to the 6. Point is, can they get in the end zone? Because they can't settle for 3. Sidearm.
Oh, near
Incomplete.
interception.
But I feel like he had tons of guys going across on the slants, and he just rushed. If he took his time, he would have found somebody open. But he decided to rush, and here they are, second and goal.
They still got time.
Not much.
No, I mean, I don't know if they could cover 17 points.
No, I don't think
in
so.
under 3.5 minutes.
They
I don't
need,
know.
and like I said, they need 6. They got to make this a 20-10 game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Single back set, 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen for LA. There is the snap. He takes a deep drop back.
Oh,
hit before he
great
can throw it off.
Defense from Houston.
I mean, Taylor's been thrown to 5 times. He has 1 complete catch, 2 drops. That's tough. I mean,
That's too many in my book.
right, exactly.
You get 2 hands on it, you better catch it.
And that was one of them.
I know.
He dropped the pass there, and it's tough. So here they go. Trips formation, 2 wide at the top of your screen. That's a 5 receiver set. He's an empty back. He throws the ball over the middle, hits his hands again. If it hits your hands, catch the damn ball.
That's what you guys get paid for, man. What's going on out there?
So I'm pretty sure the field goal team's gonna come out and they're gonna have to do an onside kick right after.
Let's knock it down.
Or maybe they're gonna try and make him jump off sides again. Let's see. I doubt it.
Nah, I think they're
doubt
just going to go for the field goal and then do the onside like you called before.
Now, I want you to notice how the holder, how white his jersey is.
Oh, yeah.
And that's Mark Blake, the backup quarterback. He does not get any PT as long as the quarterback's there. Despite how clean his jersey is, good hold on the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. 20-6 ball game.
6.
I mean, this one's over. Am I right?
Yeah, it looks over to me. I mean, LA only scored 6 points.
I have not seen
I'm hearing all right now. I'm like,
myself included. I've never seen LA play this bad, and they did it at the wrong time.
is this the same LA team that I've been watching on the Last Life Gaming Network for the past few weeks?
I don't know.
Oh, onside. Oh, wait a minute.
Did he get it?
Oh, he got it.
LA's got the ball.
LA's got the ball back.
Okay, so now
We'll see the same urgency we saw in the last drive.
LA's got to score quick, though.
Exactly. Really quick. I mean, that last drive, it was pretty fast. Yeah, they were bobbling it there. Tip drill.
I mean, everybody got their hand on that football.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Tip
crazy.
drill. That is something else right there. Houston up 20-6 on LA.
Yeah, I mean,
The XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network.
yes. If you're just joining us, you missed a whole lot of football.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Bravo33. I have a special guest in the studio with me. That's DSP,
Hey.
the creative director of Onslaught Multimedia and the host of the Blast Podcast. He's been with us all game. I mean, look at that stat line.
that.
We were talking about Nelson Spruce. Spruce, and he just got those last 2 catches.
Absolutely.
One was for about 20 yards.
Yep.
So Spruce only has 6 catches on 57 yards. They have done a great job of neutralizing Spruce.
Yes, that's
Because
exactly
if
what-
Spruce got loose, this would have been a totally different game.
Yeah.
I think the last time they played, Spruce had about 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
And they picked up the victory.
I do
So
remember that game.
that shows you they were like, listen, we're keying on Spruce. We're going to shut him down, and that's it.
So Houston, man, they came out. Oh,
on over the middle. But again, tick, 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 tick. Got to get on the ball. Got to get on it. Got to get after it. There's a snap. Looking down the field, goes to the right side towards the numbers. His running back goes absolutely nowhere.
Go outside. Houston is there to meet him.
They drop the ball. They try to catch it with their hands, but they drop the ball.
Yeah, man.
But it's like, I don't know. It's so odd to see that. But now they're completing passes like never before.
It's too late for that. I mean, if they started doing this at the end of the second or at the beginning of the third quarter.
Right.
Oh, great pass.
He's just trying to get his 100-yard mark. He's trying to get his numbers up. He must have an incentive or something. Before the end of the season, he's like, yo, you got to throw me the ball, dog. I got to get my numbers up.
Maybe he's trying to get these numbers up so he can work a new contract and endorsements. I don't know. But it's a little too... It's too little too late.
Yeah, it's just too late now. You know, getting close to the 2-minute warning.
Oh!
And he's sacked for a loss.
Oh! From behind the blind side. Oh, that's one of the worst sacks you can take. I mean, kudos to Houston, man. I mean, they came out here determined.
Right.
Mission accomplished.
And shout out to all the guys in the chat.
Okay, let's run. Gun. Split spread, 50x speedo. Got it.
Let's shout out all the guys in the chat that said that it would be Houston and DC in the chip.
Yeah.
You guys are absolutely right. I cannot wait for next week, 3 p.m., for Houston and the DC Defenders to go toe-to-toe for the right to be called champion of the XFL.
They've really impressed me with their defense, and I would love to see do against DC.
DC's got weapons. They got Pittman at running back. They got Barry at wide receiver. And if I'm not mistaken, let's look at the depth chart here. They got Barry Jenkins, who's a pretty decent wide receiver, Ebenezer Conrad, and a pretty solid offensive line.
And we already know about their quarterback.
Right. Quarterback, Cardell Jones, is a winner, proven winner, and he's showing it again as he's taking his team to the championship game. Johnson gets rid of the ball. Interception. Pick City. Yo City. My City. That's going to do it.
That's it, man.
Icing on the cake.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go back on your theory on, what's his name? Johnson? The quarterback for LA. I believe he is not just rattled, not just having happy feet. I think he's hurt.
He has to be.
I think he's hurt.
If anybody who's been watching it from the beginning says, "Oh, he's acting like that before,"
nah, I have to disagree. I've never seen him look this shaken in the pocket before.
Right. I mean, it's crazy to think that. I mean,
great defense by LA there.
Second and 12 for LA. 20-6 ball game. I mean, for LA. For Houston, it's a 20-6 ball game for Houston as well. And it looks like this one will be all said and done.
Yeah, it looks like they're just doing toss plays to get the clock running, burn other teams' timeouts.
Right. And they burn them all. They've exhausted all their timeouts. So LA can do nothing to stop the clock now. It's going to take another first down, but it seems like Houston's going to have to punt this ball away to LA unless they pick up this first down with ease. And it's a good chance that could happen. When you got a guy like Cam Phillips on your team, you can pick up 3rd and 30.
Absolutely.
with ease. So it's a handoff, so they're just going to let the clock run. So it's smart of them.
They're going to punt it off. They're probably going to let the clock run down to like 4 or 5 seconds and then kick it.
Find a way, and by the time Houston gets the football, it'll be under a minute to go.
Yep.
And it'll just be almost virtually not enough time in order for them to get points on the board enough to at least tie it.
Yeah, I mean, LA did try to turn it up, but it was just a little too, like I said, too little, too late. Should have came out firing in the beginning of the game. It's like the urgency came on too late.
Right. I mean, look, they're milking it.
Yep, just like I said, 4 or 5. Oh, they're taking it down to 2.
2 seconds.
Wow.
So, yeah. Now, here's the
Very
punt. Probably going to be a high one.
So smart. Very smart football. It doesn't even matter.
Dixon, but
it doesn't even matter where they catch
48.
it. Yeah.
And it's a wrap. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say it now. Congratulations to the Houston Roughnecks. They are punching their ticket into the championship game to play against the Defenders, and it's well-deserved from both teams. Now, this is what I noticed. Both teams played phenomenal defense in both games.
Yes.
DC pretty much shut down St. Louis the entire game, and almost
Houston.
another pick there. Houston has shown that they are the dominant force. Colin, the nuisance, Flugents
Amazing game.
on the stop again. I mean, they just took care of business. And defense wins championships. I cannot wait to see the game next week, Houston versus DC in Houston. And I'm telling you, that stat line, even though he has 204 yards, at 65.6 rating,
That's not good for him.
right, it shows you that it has not been a good day today for LA.
No, it's been a tough one. And as you saw, he had a pick as well. Ooh, great move, Spruce.
Now,
I think Spruce got 100 yards now.
you think so?
Yeah, I think.
He might, but it's, again, too little too late. Under 30 to go.
Sucks to see his season end like this. But, hey, somebody's got to lose, right?
Right. I mean, there's only one winner. Out of all 8 teams, there's only one winner at the end of the day.
Yeah, man.
And it's going to be between LA and DC.
Whew.
And, I'm sorry,
No,
Houston.
no. Houston and DC.
Houston and DC. I'm overzealous. I wanted LA and DC.
You wanted LA and DC.
But it'll be Houston and DC. And
I mean, it'll be a great game, too.
that's a toss-up on that one.
It'll definitely be a great game because Cardell Jones, PJ Walker.
Right. 2 good quarterbacks in this league. And another sack. I mean,
I like
Houston, it's good job. Let's clap it up. Let's
Let's give a round of applause to Houston.
round of applause for Houston. Great job. You got to give it up for them.
Great game, and they get the home field advantage.
They had their late season troubles where they dropped 2 in a row, but they right the ship, and they beat the team that beat them in the second half of the season. So they win the rubber match 2-1, and now we only have 3 seconds left in this game.
Man, what a great game.
And I think there was a turnover on downs on that one. I think that was 4th down. That was
Really?
incomplete. Yeah,
I think that's How many
Houston
passes
ball.
did he drop?
Yeah, here's the Houston offense. So I think that was
They
a
probably
turnover on
down
downs.
it. They'll probably down it, right? Or run it.
Who knows at this point? Just get it over with. We want to go home. Yeah, they're gonna kneel it, and it's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah,
That'll
great
do
game.
it. Again, congrats to the Houston Roughnecks. That'll end the game. 20-6 victory for the Roughnecks. Congrats to them. Let's watch this post-game show brought to you by Onslaught Multimedia, the creators of the Blast podcast.
Over beats, baby.
And your Onslaught Multimedia Player of the Game is none other than Cam Phillips. Surprise, surprise. 11 catches, 159 yards, 1 touchdown. DSP, he started off slow, but picked his stride up right at the end of the first half and took off. And look at him now, heading to the championship with another win.
I mean, once he did make that catch in the second quarter, I mean, it was right from there, it took off.
I mean, there we go. There you see it, guys. XFL playoffs is taking shape. The DC Defenders will travel to Houston to take on the Roughnecks for the championship next Sunday at 3 p.m. For DSP, I am Bravo33. This is the XFL playoffs on the Laughs Life Gaming Network. Thank you for watching.
Peace out.